this is I'm I Whisper, and me over here if you came from Tumblr. And this is going to be the first commentary video I'm doing with an actual script. Shocker, right? Okay, anyways, this is an AU of Kirby and the Forgotten Land that I've cooked up all the way from June to now, I guess. Well, the only difference here is that I actually have art to show you. I don't really want to bore you with intros, so let's get started. This AU is called Magalor and the Forgotten Land. Okay, you probably expected this from the title, but our main protagonist is Magalor! Obviously, he's the one who wakes up in the Forgotten Land, but the bigger twist here is that he has no powers. Again. And he has to regain them throughout the story with the help of his friends, Marx, Taranza, and Susie. Again, I'll get to them later, but now let's just focus on him. As he progresses through this new world, he's got to figure out how to truly redeem himself. I mean, sure, he regained the trust of Kirby through marrying Magalor, but can he regain his trust of everyone else involved in his shenanigans with the Master Crown? You'll have to wait and see then. Wait, who's the bandy in this game again? You probably asked to yourself. Yeah, I was about to answer that. So guess who it is? It's Marx! He mostly retains his original personality in this AU, unlike some other stuff, but he's a little bit crazier, and I can't blame him because he's been isolated for months about now. But let's just say that he and Magalor have also been buddies as they go through this new world, and... Okay, I'm just gonna be serious at this point, Marx. We all know what you are. But that's basically shifting us away from the point of this. This is basically a buddy-buddy duo adventure, like, you know, friends to lovers, all that kind of stuff, you know. It's gonna be basically slice of life for them, but not for long. Alright, this is someone I really want to talk about for this role. This one is Susie. She's the one who takes the role of Sir Meta Knight in this Forgotten Land role swap AU. So, after Meta Knight disappears from the Coliseum in Waddle Dee Town, Susie opted to take over as guardian, much to the request of absolutely nobody. But either way, she still decides to be the guardian of that town because she said so, or something. I haven't written her correctly yet. But, anyways, as the guardian, she's grown more laser focused on her inventions as the new president of Haltman Corporations. But unlike Planet Robobot, she uses her inventions to actually help the Waddle Dees out instead of mechanizing them. You gotta gain trust somehow. And also, instead of like playing the Meta Knight Cup first, there's the Haltman Cup. It works the same as the Meta Knight Cup. You fight the bosses you face so far, but instead of, you know, actually facing their actual forms, you face like these weird cyborg mechanic robot versions of them. It only makes them like a little bit harder to beat, like 0.00007% harder to beat, but you can still beat them easily. So, once you reach the final boss, you end up facing Susie in that mech suit she used in Planet Robobot. And once you defeat her, you gain like a little blueprint that'll totally be useful. Okay, editor and me here, it will not be worth anything at all. So, now we have Taranza. He doesn't do much in the story, unfortunately. Well, I have a reason for this. Taranza really isn't all up for conflict, but he's actually willing to help Magalor out in terms of his lost magic, of course. So, in this case, Taranza takes up the role of the weapon shop Waddle Dee, or known as Smitty to some people. But, since him and Magalor have magic, Taranza would probably use his abilities to help Magalor restore some of his powers, with the cost of rare stones, or some star coins, or magic spears, or however they did in Epilogue. But, I don't know, I haven't played it because I'm broke. Okay, before we move on, if you're still watching this, thank you. Like, really thank you so much. You deserve all the cake in the world. Now, you're probably wondering to yourself, where the hell is a dream team during all this? Shouldn't they be, you know, helping Magalor out with his situation or saving all the Waddle Dees? Anything that could help, really. But no, they're just nowhere to be seen. Like, at all. Now, I'm not gonna go out and say they're just like sitting back and watching all this happen, or lying dead in the streets somewhere. Like, no, that's not what's happening at all, actually. Now, what if I told you that almost instantly after the dream team disappeared, a new threat had started to rise? Serious. And the threat in question acted eerily similar to our former heroes. The leader, the opposite of King Dedede. Cold, serious, maybe even full of more ego than heart. The soldier, a mute, ruthless figure who only fights until their opponent is no longer moving. And the last two, an inseparable duo who always fights to prove their loyalty to the beast. Fellas, this is the Dream Pack. Where do I even begin with this concept? On how not just one, but all 4 members had fallen under Fecto Forgo's control. Like, how did even Meta Knight get brainwashed, despite having an incredibly strong will? I really want to explain this to you guys, but you guys are going to get spoiled to death. You have to understand that. I don't want that for this explanation video, so if you really want to know, the link's in the description. Check out my Tumblr, and you'll be able to see full art pieces of the Dream Pack. Just like look it up in the search bar or whatever. And if you still can't find it, feel free to join the Discord. That's where you'll actually get sneak peeks of my stuff, and you'll be able to also see concept art sketches I made before I started making the comic. Also go to Comic Fury to read the actual comic. Anyways, if you really enjoyed this video, please subscribe. I don't have an outro. Bye.